Capricorn and Aries season. Capricorn, receive, open, autumn, harvest, and self-worth expectations. Receive and open. It's saying that you're going to have multiple priorities. You're going to be juggling things. You're going to be negotiating and balancing decisions and weighing your options. If you open up to receive things, you're going to have things coming in, that's for sure, but you're going to have to keep them all in balance. So you are going to be receiving things that you're open for. Just make sure that you're navigating through things responsibly so that you don't lose balance. You have autumn and harvest, so that means like coming the fall here, whatever you're working on currently could be something to harvest in the autumn. So you're going to be progressing, your movement. You're going to have a lot of control over things. It says victory here. You may go on a journey. You may go somewhere, departure. You're ensuring victory through the path of obstacles ahead. Stay focused so that you can have a successful outcome on this next phase. It says stay the course and follow your plan with confidence. Stay the course and follow through whatever obstacles that are ahead. In the fall, you will reap the benefits of that. Okay, so like I said, you open yourself up to receive things, that you are going to be receiving things, and so much so that you have to keep your schedule balanced so that you don't get overwhelmed, and stay the focus with this Chariot. Okay, you're going to be moving in the direction of progress, and you're going to be strong and victorious, and you're going to be able to harvest in the fall. Everything that you're working on now, you're going to start seeing your hard work. Okay, then it says self-worth and expectations, often related to balance in relationships. Okay, you could be having a hard time maintaining your partnerships. Okay, so it's saying take a look at your self-worth. Okay, because you could be finding yourself avoiding some issues that you might need to be looking deeper into, especially if it's dealing with a relationship. Okay, if you find yourself arguing with someone and finding yourself in the middle of arguments, you might need to make a decision, and you might have to weigh on this decision based on what you feel you're worth. What are your expectations? Do you feel like you could be in a better situation? It says stagnation. You could be having like a stalemate thinking. You could be feeling like you're avoiding dealing with something that you don't want to make a difficult decision about. But if you're arguing with someone and, maybe it's time to consider your self-worth and be in a situation that you can get. Basically, I'm trying to be nice, but what I'm really trying to say is you got the Two of Swords, so you got to make a choice about maybe it's time to let this person go. You might be attached to someone that is just no longer really, you're fighting with them and you're avoiding what's inevitable. And the inevitable is you need to deal with your self-worth and what you're really expecting. And I think you're walking away from this. It's a difficult decision, but it's something that I think you need to do based on your self-worth. Okay. That was so hard to get out. I feel like that's how hard the decision is going to be. You're going to be going back and forth and back and forth. It's like, ugh. You already know the answer. You already know that, this connection is annoying. Do you see how hard it was for me to get that message out? Jeez. Avoiding issues won't make them go away. Okay. Capricorn. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Let me read more on this one right here. I typically don't do this, but I'm going to read on this one. I want to see what this message is trying to tell you. Fall into my arms. Okay, the Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we are being rewarded. Oh my God, what did I just say? When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded. And when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. Holding the opposites. You know, there's going to be the good with the bad. Surrender. Extremes of life. Whatever this is with this Two of Swords here, this decision you're going to have to make. Difficult decisions, weighing options, avoidance. But just remember your self-worth when you're making this decision. Humility. Take a deep breath and release all of my desire to be right. Without right, what's left? A soft and pliable version of me that's willing to make mistakes, hear other people's opinions, and try doing stuff a different way. Okay, in other words, I get to take a pretty sweet, all-inclusive brain vacation. Have some humility, you know, soften up a bit. You don't always have to be right. You can admit to your mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. And sometimes you need to try to do something different. And listen here, it says surrender, holding the opposites. Like Capricorn, you might need to just kind of loosen up a little bit. Trust. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed for my growth. Placed there for my growth. Exactly. I feel like you're going to be receiving everything that you open yourself up for. You're definitely making a lot of movement and progression. And I feel like in the fall, you're going to be reaping the fruits of your hard work. Definitely good things in the fall, but I also feel like there will be some hard decisions that you're going to have to make. You're going to have to take the blindfolds off, and you're going to have to make some difficult decisions. It will make your decision making easy if it's in alignment with your self-worth, okay, and your expectations, okay. But also have humility, and just know that everything doesn't have to be perfect, and you don't always have to be right, okay. And also, you know, like I said, fall into my arms and surrender. Holding the opposite extremes of life. Things might get difficult, but just know that that's life, you know. Doesn't mean it's, when the good things happen, doesn't mean that you've done something good. And when the bad things happen, doesn't mean you did something bad, right? And trust. Okay, that's the reading I have for you. Thank you, Capricorn.